Hello folks, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. Today is day 14 of the pink and black event hosted by ishKristyn and Marshmallow from Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. So today is day 7 of my bat. And so to get started, I'm gonna get my canvas all set up, and hopefully everybody's doing good. I know I am getting better bit by bit. Don't mind my sniffles. I woke up with sniffles. I also woke up with my back screaming at me. I also slept in. I was up late last night compared to usual lately. I didn't get up. I went to bed around like 7 last night. Got to sleep sometime after 8. Yeah. And I am gradually getting caught up on videos on my watch later list. I watch a few and I add a few. Coffee is life. So I did finish my Frosty the Snowman yesterday. It's all done, and I used that trick of old putty in this pen, and it worked great. I also used a different tray. I just can't remember where I put it. Oh, there it is. This tray from Diamond Art Club. And it worked pretty good. So yeah, I think I did enjoy using this with this little stopper. So yeah. Also worked on my Dreamcatcher Wolf. I did an update video yesterday of it, and later I was working on it, and it's like, wait a sec, there's something odd about it. And it turned out there's I did screw up a little bit up here and over here. I realized I had used the wrong, there's two symbols that are a line, a dash, but one is thicker and one is thin. And apparently I was using the color for the thin, which is in here, which is a lighter color, and the thicker is this darker color here. I accidentally was using the lighter color for both. So when I realized my mistake, my boo-boo, I went back and I pulled all of the incorrect ones. There was a little bit up here and a bunch in here, and so I corrected it, and away you go. So yeah, I'm almost done this row. I'm going to continue working on it today. I got caught up on my dishes yesterday. I live in a small place. I am also very slow when it comes to housework. Today I'm finally going to get off my keister and open up the box that has my little collapsible washing machine in it. I'm going to open that up today, and I'm going to start doing some laundry. And now I know one of you asked me to do a review video on it, and I will. I just gotta use the darn thing first. Okay, so let me think here. I'm still waking up because I slept in. I slept in pretty late, so I missed watching Shizzy Wiznut and his news this morning. So I've added that to my watch later list. So in the meantime, please bear with me. I am still waking up, but I had some oatmeal. Some of those oatmeal packets where you just boil water and mix the packet in. Yeah, I gotta get some more of those. Excuse me. Good thing I get paid tomorrow. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta message my dad and ask him if I can borrow the truck tomorrow, because I want to get the chairs out of here. I do. I want to get the chairs out of here, but I want to get a little. I want to see about getting like a little end table or something that I can use to put my my purse on, or the little backpack that I'm using as a purse, because my purse is so big that I could actually fit that little backpack in it. And it's actually kind of tucked away into a little cupboard with some other things. But yeah, I need to move. I need to get those chairs out of here so it's easier for me to access that cupboard. I've also got the packages to mail away. I got those. I got those by my boots, by the front door. Or, well, there's just one door. There's only one door to my place. If for some reason I needed to escape from my bedroom, and there was no way I could get out of my bedroom but through a window, to go through a window, well, then I guess I would have to go through a window and get hurt jumping down. If I don't break a bone, I'll pull a muscle really badly. Nothing new there. Breaking a bone, that would be new. I've never broken a bone in my life, which is amazing. Although it's also not that much of a surprise, too. I may have been a little reckless, but not broken bone reckless. Except for like once or twice. At least in my view. Once or broken bone. Close to breaking a bone once or twice. There have been a few scenarios where I could have broken a bone if I had been a bit more reckless. Like climbing a tree. Yeah, I'm riding a bike, going too fast down a hill. I did that once, and tried to turn a sharp corner at the bottom, or like right at the bottom of the hill, and there was gravel, and I wiped out the bike. Going around, coming down, I went to turn, and shoot, on the gravel, just slid sideways. I ended up with a few scrapes and bruises. Yep, got up, limped over, picked up the bike. I was actually riding my brother's bike. I borrowed my brother's bike. And was gonna walk the bike, limping to school, because I was on my way to the school. I don't know if I actually had school that day or what was going on, but I just remember the accident, and that I was on my way to the school, and somebody saw me, and they ended up giving me a lift home, which was just up the hill. Yeah, they gave me a lift home, so I went home instead. and stayed home that day. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't live that the second half of my childhood. We lived just up the hill. Well, it was from our place. It was, you go down. It's like go like two or three houses down, and then it's down a hill and kind of around the corner, and then you go down the road a little ways, and then you're at the school. That's what I refer to as the second, where we lived for the second half of my childhood. Before that, we lived at the other end of town, and it was, to get to the school, it went down the road until you came to another road, and then you followed that road to the left and down like 2 blocks, and then you were at the school. And they weren't really blocks. It was because it's just that part of the town. I almost forgot about this letter C. That part of town, it's just, yeah, that little section of town is like odd shaped blocks. Like, yeah, it's not really a block. It's about the equivalent of maybe 3/4 of a block, actually. Yeah, something like that. So, and that school, what I refer to as the first half of my childhood, it was kindergarten through to grade 3. And then we moved, I think it was, yeah, grade 3. And then we moved across town. And then finished grade 3 there. I think. I cannot honestly remember if I finished grade 3 there, or if I started grade 4 there at the new school. But yeah, finished elementary school at that school. Yeah. And then went to high school while still living there. And while still living there, yeah, started high school. And yeah, my dad was still living there. Well, while we were living there, my mom passed away. I graduated from high school. I finished high school in that town, and then went to, well, I didn't graduate. Well, I kind of graduated from that high school, but I was 3 credits short. Coffee. So yeah, I was 3 credits short from officially graduating, and I was pregnant. So my final 3 credits, I actually got those while I was staying at the group home for young pregnant girls. I got my 3 credits, so I graduated, and I ended up getting a couple more credits while I was there. Yeah, I took law. I remember I did law, and I did history, I think. I can't remember exactly what I took, but yeah. Pretty sure I did math while I was there as well. I just remember that I needed 3 credits to fully graduate and get my high school diploma, and I think I ended up actually getting like 5 credits while I was at the group home and going to school at a learning center. Because one of the requirements for being at the group home is you had to go to school. And school was at a learning center in another part of the city. So we were provided with bus passes, because that was the only way to get to and from the school. The learning center was by bus, by city transit bus. And the learning center consisted of, there were two sections to the learning center. There was the adult section, and then there was also like the high school section, like all the kids that were not allowed. They had to finish their high school. It was basically for like kids that had been like expelled from school, from the high school. Were not allowed to. They were not allowed back at the high school. And I had a cousin that was in that section of the learning center. He had issues. Yeah, he had issues. But yeah, he actually, can't remember if he's doing really good nowadays. Yeah, he's doing a lot better nowadays. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was really cool going to the learning center, and my cousin was there, and I got to hang out with him a little bit every so often at the learning center there. And yeah, because yeah, I was with being at the group home, all of us girls at the group home, we actually we went to school in the adult section of the learning center. And if memory serves me correctly, it was 5 days a week. But only in the, yeah, it was 5 days a week, but only in the mornings. Each afternoon was something different. There's a lot of trash. There's a bit of trash in here. There it is. Depending on how many girls were staying at the house, we would have a mental health counselor come and either work one-on-one or as a group. If there was a lot of girls, then she would come twice a week. If there weren't that many, then she'd just come once a week. Excuse me. We also had like the afternoons were for like doctor's appointments and any medical procedures that we needed to get that were required. Like I had to get a diabetes test done once because my blood sugar level was a little high at one point. And then of course there was the ultrasounds, and like we also had unlimited access to there was like a community center not too far, just a few blocks down the street. So and the house had like a pass, an unlimited pass for all of us girls. So if we wanted to, we could go there and use the pool. Yeah. I can't remember what else, but yeah, we got a weekly allowance. We had to keep our rooms clean, and then there were chores that rotate. There were each girl got 2 chores. One that was every day of the one that was like it was the same chore for every day of the week, and then it alternated. And then there was one chore that had to be done every Sunday, and it rotated between each of us girls. We each had a designated day for laundry. So we did laundry, we had to do our laundry once a week. Yeah. So, they would, it was, I enjoyed being there because I was around girls around my age. The majority of the time the girls were younger than me, but not by much. The youngest was like 12. I was 18. We only ever had two girls that were older than me. One was 19 and the other one was 22. And the 22-year-old was a native girl from up north. And she was actually there, pregnant with her second child. Mm. Oh, sorry, but my coffee is nummy this morning. I was there during Halloween. While I was there for Halloween, there were two other girls there, and the three of us we dressed up in costumes. We had one was this girl. Her nickname was Des. That's all I'm gonna say. Was her nickname was Des, so we called her Des. She dressed up as a cheerleader. You couldn't even tell she was pregnant because she had such a tiny belly. She was a small girl. I dressed up as a pregnant can girl. I was wearing high-heeled boots. Big mistake when you're that pregnant and that big of a belly. And then the other girl, her nickname was Murph. Yeah, don't ask, I don't know. But it was Murph, like Smurf without the S. But yeah, so there's me, Des, and Murph, and we did 2 blocks. We trick-or-treated along 2 blocks. 2 city blocks. They were long blocks. Yeah. I had an off-the-shoulder shirt, and then my skirt, of course, it was over my belly, and it still covered my. It still came close to covering my ankles. Yeah. Oh, but we had to stop many times because, well, being pregnant, it's exhausting. Yeah, it was not long after that I actually had to stop wearing my own boots and start wearing my dad's boots because of the swelling in my feet. I actually didn't get very much. I had those of you who have been pregnant in the past know that all your body parts swell during pregnancy. My hands did not swell during pregnancy, and that was because this one girl, my first full day at this group home, this one girl taught me how to knit. Now, I say taught me how to knit, even though, like, my mom taught me how to knit when I was really little, like around 40 years ago, maybe a little bit more. So basically, it was this girl re-taught me how to knit, and yeah, because it was like a matter of like a couple of days, and I was knitting better and faster than her. Yeah. And but yeah, because I spent so much time knitting, and I did when I was not like doing anything else, and I had time to sit. I knit. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a running joke. Some of the ladies that worked there and helped run the place, one of them showed up one day, and she commented on how much I'd gotten done from the last time she had been there a week earlier, and this other woman, was joking around. She's like, oh yeah, she'll sit down here, she'll do like 1 or 2 rows, and then when nobody's looking, she'll run upstairs, throw it on a machine, and do like a foot. Which is hilarious because at the time I didn't know that such a device actually existed. Plus, like, I never needed such a device because I was so fast at knitting. Sorry, last little bit of my coffee. Oh, I needed to get that finished because it was starting to get cold. But yeah, when it comes to knitting, it's as long as, like, I found as long as I was doing like the basic knit stitch, I didn't even have to look. I still don't. But it also depends on the yarn, the type of yarn that I'm using, and the size of needles. But like the majority of the time, I don't even have to look at what I'm knitting because it's all in the hands. It's memory, right? Can't remember the terminology, but I'm pretty sure some of you would know. Yeah, I think one of these days I'm gonna do a knitting. I do want to start doing some other videos, other types of projects, yarn projects, knitting and crocheting. Because I do have a knitting project and a crocheting project right to the right of me. Easily accessible. They're both curtains. Well, they will be curtains by the time they are finished. It's just a matter of getting off my keister and working on them. Goodness, excuse me. But I've been so focused on getting these diamond paintings done, and I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start working on these. I got to get this curtain done for my doorway. I got to get it finished so that it's done. I can get it. Once it's done, I can get it hung up. It's not going to be the full length of the doorway, like the full height of the door, because it will stretch over time. Because of the weight, it will stretch, and I don't want it dragging on the ground like the one that I did for the doorway leading into the hallway, the little tiny hallway, if you can even call it a hallway. Leading to the bedroom. That was like 4 to 6 inches short. Well, now it's touching the floor because stretch, right? Yeah. Downside is it's not quite wide enough. So I've been thinking about making crocheting a thin strip to join to it. Maybe this one is the wrong color, so that goes there. Oh my goodness, who's trying to talk to me? Someone's saying something on Facebook Messenger. Well, they're just gonna have to wait. If it's somebody just posting in group chat, well, I'll see it later. If it's someone trying to contact me or get via text, say something to me, if it's important, they'll call. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I'm busy chatting with you guys, sharing stuff with you guys. If it's important, they'll call. And then, of course, if they call, well, then there's going to be mad dash to pause this and answer that, and probably a few choice, colorful words mixed in. Yeah. So what else should I talk about? Huh. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, tomorrow. What all tomorrow? Tomorrow, I get paid tomorrow. Oh, the money will be in my account later tonight. So, yeah, as soon as the money is in my account, 9 p.m. my time, what I do is I pay my rent and I pay my phone bill. And, yeah, basically those are the only two bills that I have right now that I manually pay myself. I e-transfer the money to the landlord, and yeah, I pay my phone bill. And even though my phone bill it's like $91, I believe. Yeah, $91. I give them $100. Yeah. So, yeah, I give them $100. And then Afterpay, yeah, I should go into Afterpay and pay that, just so that I know that it's been paid. And I don't have to worry about it for a couple more weeks. Actually, I'll check my Afterpay and see about payments on that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Any payments before my next payday next month, I'll pay those off with Afterpay. Then I don't have to worry about those. And then I'll see how much I got left over. And oh yeah, I gotta give the Humane Society $50. Because that's the arrangement for them paying for Peaches' medical bill. I'll give them $50, and so I'll do that as well. And I think maybe I'll just start making it a monthly thing. Just give them $50 every month as a donation afterwards. And then once I've got another pet, and if there's any concerns, medical concerns, yeah, I'll just contact the Humane Society and set things up with them. And just, yeah, I'll just continue giving them $50 a month. Yeah. Because, and that vet clinic, the one that I took Peaches to last year for the abscess in his cheek, I was so not impressed. I did not like that place. I felt like they, yeah, I just was not impressed overall. It felt like just the way that they acted, the vet and the vet assistant, they just felt a little cold and indifferent, just in my personal opinion, with how my personal experience with them. That's just how I felt. That was the reaction, how I felt with dealing with them. Whereas the one that I went to last week, they were very, very understanding, very patient, very wonderful. And that vet clinic has been that it's been there the longest. Yeah, out of the 3 vet clinics in that town, yeah, it's been there the longest, and they're just very wonderful, wonderful people at that one. Very patient, very caring, very understanding. Yeah. I would definitely recommend that place to anybody. And it turns out it's the exact same one that my parents take their dog to. Yeah, they take Chevy there. And these 2 are trash. Yeah, these 2 are trash. One of them keeps trying to escape. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to plug this in soon. Soon. I'll plug it in soon. Okay. Seriously. Yeah, I don't really like using these things. Some of the S's fell out. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, this is bloody ridiculous. This is so not very bright right here. I got the blind open. Come on. I got my light board on. Now it's plugged in. It's a tiny bit brighter. I got two lights. I got these lights, and it's still not bright enough. Maybe it's my eyes. Maybe my eyes are going. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's my eyes are going on me. I do wear pretty strong glasses, so maybe it is my eyes. My eyes are going on me. Maybe I need to bring back my other light. Yeah, maybe that's what I need. My other light, my little round one. Find the power cord for it, and then I can start using that one again. Because I like that one. That one's really, really handy. But it too can get in the way. Maybe I should look into a ring light. That's what I'm gonna do. And I know they have. I saw ring lights at the dollar store. So yeah, I'll look into a ring light tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna move these over into this one. Yeah. There we go. Now they're all together in one spot. So yeah, let's see. I've got the chairs to get rid of tomorrow. I've got I got a tote bin of recycling to take to the recycling. I got a tote bin with empties to take and cash in. I got a tote bin to take to the thrift store. I'll load those into the back of the truck. Take the chairs to the thrift store. Oh, I gotta get off my keister and actually finish washing the litter box. I gotta take the bleach. I'm gonna use the I know. Someone mentioned, one of you mentioned that I should use vinegar. Don't mix bleach with cat pee. But I don't have vinegar, so I'm using the bleach. But I gotta clean that litter box. I'm gonna give it a good scrubbing so that it can get put away into storage outside. One of the storage compartments outside. And then I can start using my open up that box and use it for I can use the box for diamond paintings. Yeah. Because it's a nice size and it'll fit diamond paintings this size easily. Although I do already have a box that these will fit it, that I'm filling with this size of diamond paintings. Yes. There are no U's. Okay. V. Oh yeah, there's some V's. So, my biggest problem though is I tend to procrastinate. And you're probably going, no, really? Yeah, I tend to leave things till the last minute when it really needs to get done. Yeah. And it's a bad habit of mine. It's one that I definitely have to work on remedying. I gotta stop doing that. I have to remind myself this stuff's gotta get done. Better to get it done now rather than later, because if I wait till later, it could be worse. Like, look at the situation with the floor. We're underneath the litter box. But see, like normally I clean underneath. I would clean underneath the litter box every couple of weeks. I would clean the floor underneath and around the litter box, but I've been so focused on other things. Yeah, other things. I know, lame excuse. But it happens. So that's why I do try to remember certain things that need to get done, and the biggest issue that I have is remembering to actually do them instead of going, okay, well, it's got to get done, I'll do it later. Oh yeah, I know it's got to get done, I'll do it later. I'll do it later, and then later, yeah, it takes forever to arrive. Yeah. Like I usually do a really good cleaning on the day that I know my boyfriend's going to come over. Oh, you're coming over tonight? Okay, I'm going to clean. Mad flurry of cleaning. Because, well, I don't want him coming over and seeing the place a mess. And then when he does come over, I'm like, yeah, sorry, it's a little dirty. It's a little messy. Oh, it's okay, it looks great. But see, I also remember, like, because we did live together as roommates a number of years back, I remember the way his place looked back then, and it wasn't spotlessly clean because, well, he's a dude and has a cat. Not had. He still has the same cat. Still has the same cat. So it wasn't spotlessly clean, but it was clean. It was pretty darn. He's always been really good about keeping his place clean. Yeah. Wouldn't eat off the floor, that's for darn sure, but like, who'd want to? Ew. uh, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And when I lived with him, like, I would help keep the place clean. I actually would do his laundry. Yeah, I'd do his laundry for him. And I'd do the dishes. He'd vacuum the carpet in the living room. I'd sweep the floors. If he felt the floor needed mopping, then he'd mop the floors. Yeah. But yeah, I did things I like. He didn't ask me to do housework. I just did it because I lived there too. It's only fair, right? And yeah, I'd wash, dry, and fold and put away his laundry for him. And yes, that includes his tidy whities. Oh God, now I'm blushing. I don't know why I'm blushing, because to me, underwear is underwear. It doesn't matter who wears them. Everybody's got to wear underwear, unless they prefer going commando. And if that's the case, well, that's their choice. Anyways, yeah, he likes playing board games and card games. So yeah, I'd sit and play card games and board games with him. But that was usually like when other people would come over, like his friends or his cousin. Yeah. His cousin lived in the same trailer park as us. Actually, his cousin still lives there too. Still lives in the same place with his wife and 3 kids. Yeah, and apparently he's been at the same job since I was living there. Yeah, his cousin would come over, and once in a while the 3 of us would end up playing Diablo on the PlayStation. Yeah, that became my #1 favorite video game, Diablo. But yeah, my ex kind of ruined that game for me. Because, yeah, he and we would play it on the Xbox. And he ended up getting, like, his characters are so souped up and so powerful that, like, he just flies through and, like, kills everything on the screen. And he goes so frelling fast. His character goes so fast that it's hard to keep up. It's hard for me to keep up with my character. And it's like, he pretty much leaves nothing behind for me to kill. So, like, yeah, he ruined the game for me. Like, so I stopped playing it with him. And it's like, it doesn't matter what type of character he uses, because he's got at least one of every type of character that you can get in Diablo. And I'm referring to Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, Necromancer Edition. Yeah, it's because of me that he was able to get all of this stuff. I helped him get all of this stuff. He could have bought it himself, but, like, it was just easier for him to ask me to do it. And And yeah, I'd do it. But anyways, I do have Diablo 3 for the computer. I just don't have a computer anymore. Because I left that behind when I moved. One of these days I might get another PC. I might just get a gaming laptop. But we bought him a gaming laptop. It was supposed to be like top of the line gaming laptop, and tried installing the games that he plays. Tried installing those, and it didn't work. It did not work the way it was that it's supposed to. So we wiped the system, took it back to the store, got our money back. And then we went to a different store and got him an actual gaming PC and monitor. That cost almost $2,000. Yeah, it cost about $2,000 for both items. So, yeah. And then I ended up giving him the speakers, computer speakers that we originally got for my computer tower. Yeah. So then he didn't need the stereo anymore. So then I ended up with the stereo, but when I left the stereo behind because he still felt that it was his. But anyways, I digress. I could go off. I could complain. I could bitch and complain about him like days, weeks, months, possibly years, possibly, but definitely days, weeks, and months. Anyways, all right. I'm done. Done. Oh my goodness! I just get so carried away with what I'm talking about when I actually have a subject and a topic to talk about. I just talk. Anyways, all done. All done. Dun dun dun. Breathe. Slow down. Calm down. Okay, now that's done. All done. All right, so now that I'm done, I can upload this video to share with all of you lovelies out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.